Digital snowflake. For this project, we will be creating digital snowflakes using the app Autodesk Sketchbook. Hi everyone, I wanted to show you how to download the app that we're going to be using for our project. The first thing you need to do is swipe down in the middle of your screen and type in SELF to bring up self-service. Tap on self-service to open it. The next thing you need to do is tap on the search button. Then type SKETCH. Sketchbook should appear at the top of your list. You may see a red icon with a pencil on it, or you might see the one that you're seeing on my screen right now. Tap on the Install button. Back on your home screen, you will see that the app is now installing. Once the installation has finished, you will be able to open the app. Tap on Sketchbook to open it. For today, we're going to skip the tour, but if you'd like to take it later, you are more than welcome to. Today, what we are going to be doing is drawing radial balanced snowflakes on our iPad. One of the first things I recommend doing is using 2 fingers to zoom out on your piece of paper so that you can see all of the edges. Next, we're going to be switching tools. On the left-hand side, select the pen tool. Next, you can choose what color you would like to draw with. This menu is a floating menu. You can move it around wherever you would like it to be. I like to keep mine up in the corner. To change your color, you can tap on the circle and adjust for the color that you would like. The inside diamond is used to control the darkness or lightness of your color. You can also slide it over to the left-hand corner if you want something to be gray. You can find any spot within the diamond to use as a color. If you want to change colors on the color wheel, use the outer circle to do that. When you have found a color you would like, you can simply tap somewhere else on your screen and that menu will close. Next, we will turn on our radial balance symmetry. To do this, we'll tap on the Symmetry Tool on the top toolbar. It's located to the right of the ruler. You can see that it now has made a symmetrical split on my paper. If I draw something on the right side, it copies it on the left. We will be using radial balance symmetry instead of left to right symmetry. So what we are going to do is tap the undo button at the top of the screen. This button can also be really helpful if you make a mistake when you are working on your project. Simply tap on it to go back a step. We will be switching over to a radial balance symmetry. To do this, select the third option at the top. You can now see that it has split my screen into 6 different sections. If you want to have even more sections, you can change them by sliding the section slider. Next, I will begin drawing. You will notice that everything that I draw will be repeated all the way around the circle. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun trying your best. Be careful not to accidentally move around the center of your radial balance project. If you do, things will no longer be radial balanced. Once you have completed your snowflake, you have a couple of options. One option is to resize your snowflake. To do this, tap on the 4 arrows button at the top. You can then move your snowflake to a different location. I sometimes like to shrink my snowflakes. Then, if you want to add another snowflake, you can simply tap on the plus button on the right-hand side to add a new layer. It might be helpful to turn off your first snowflake layer when you draw your second. To do this, tap on the eyeball on the first snowflake layer. Now it looks like you have a blank sheet of paper to work on, but your snowflake is still there, it's just hidden. I will change my color to a different color before I do my next snowflake. Remember to turn your radial balance tool back on. To do this, click on the Symmetry Tool. You should see that it has saved your settings from last time, but if you want to adjust things, you can certainly do so. Then you can get back to drawing. I strongly recommend drawing with the Logitech crayon that you received from the school district. You can also zoom in and zoom out as you are working. I sometimes like to do this so that I can focus on just one section, and then it's a nice surprise when I zoom out to see what has been repeated. You can also change the thickness of your lines. You can do so by tapping on the slider on the left-hand side of your screen. You can also change it by tapping on your tools and then tapping into settings. This is nice for adding smaller details. It doesn't have to be perfect, just try your best and have fun. You can continue creating different snowflakes if you would like to. Again, to transform it, tap on the top button that has the 4 arrows. Then you can make it smaller and move it off to a different location if you want. You can even make some of them going off of the page. I like to do this. Notice that when I made it go off the page, it deleted part of my design. Now if I move it again, it will be missing a chunk. Be careful when you are moving things around and make sure you don't click on the Done button unless you're sure that you know where you would like it to be. Now I can tap back on the eyeball of my first snowflake and you'll be able to see it show up again. Keep adding layers and adding more and more snowflakes. Last, if you want to change the color of your paper, you can tap on the bottom button, which is a white circle. Here you can change the color of your paper. When you've completely finished creating your snowflakes, it's time to save. To do so, tap on the button in the upper left-hand corner. Next, tap Share, and then tap on Save Image. Tap OK if you get this question. You will now see that your snowflake has been added to your photos. You can now submit your snowflakes to Canvas. Submit a photo of your project to Canvas. Have fun creating your digital snowflake art.